So this one's gonna go really quick. So the low budget build on the Camaro, friend of mine wanted that car. So we took it all back apart and we took the chrome moly subframe, and basically now it's actually truly a really basic low budget build, which we'll come back on that car later. But we pulled the subframe and we're changing some stuff. But I did come up with the perfect car that I can stick with because I don't have a bunch of extra parts. What I've got, I do have extra parts, but it's not really high dollar parts like a chrome moly front end and all that. So here's what I bought the other day. 1972 GMC Sprint. And this thing, a friend of mine, Drew Jackson, had it and called me and said, hey, man, I was always gonna build this car. I haven't had time to. I'd like to see, I want to sell it to you, and that way you can build it and make a cool car out of it. So if you look around this car, it's got a spot up, it's got a little bubble of rust right here. You can't even see that one, it's so small. And it's got the same one on the other side. But this car's been set for like 16, 17 years. Now it's a GMC Sprint, which are pretty rare. It's got factory 12 bolt, disc brakes, power steering, power brakes, air. And here's what's cool about this car. Let me do that again so you can see that again. One more time. Fucking badass. Hang on, I have to have Willie! Momento. Gotta get the background noise out. Now at first, the sunroof. I like, shit, somebody cut a sunroof in that damn car. But then I get to looking, that was actually a dealer installed deal. So one, crazily, it don't leak. Two, it even has GM stamped on the glass. It was not done at the assembly plant, but it was a dealer installed option on this car. Also, don't ask me why, but it's probably why the car don't have any dents and dings in it. They did this molding on it, which is actually just a this was probably also a dealer installed deal that somebody, don't ask me who, thought was cool at the time. But you look at the car, it's had a floor pan over there that somebody put in, but pretty much a really, really super clean 72 El Camino.
Ooh, it's got that old car smell.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it do. Smell that? You smell that? You know what that is? That's money, baby. That's money. So, somebody put a little hot rod, flat top, small block in it. From what I understand, it blew a head gasket. And when it blew the head gasket, they pulled the heads off of it, and then it's set for the next 16, 17 years. Had a set of old school center lines. And I hope when you see this, Drew, you understand why I kept asking you. He took the center lines off because they were nasty. Damn you, Drew. My favorite wheel in the whole world is an old school auto drag center line. But Drew had already got rid of them and put the rally wheels on it. But if you look at this thing, I spent about 2 hours the other night at the car wash cleaning it all up. And since they were doing the little hot rod deal, they had pulled the air box off of it. So we have a plan with this car. I am going to low budget build this car. And I'm starting with a car, unlike the Camaro, where everybody's going, oh, nobody can buy a Camaro. Well, I found this car, and if you go on Marketplace right now, there's 4 other El Caminos, 71, 72s, that are all up there for sale. Not as nice as this one, but still really decent builder cars from anywhere from $2,500 to $6,500. $6,500 one run and drove. So, this is the start of the low budget build. And everything I'm gonna use on this car, I'm not pulling fancy shit off the shelf like we did. This is all stuff that I'm actually getting from Holly, from Out in America, from Straub Industries to the motor, and Vintage Air, Muscle Car Central. So this is all gonna be stuff that you can buy. And this is gonna be a stupid cool car. Well, there is one thing I'm going to use that I had sitting on the shelf, but I'll tell you guys what it is, and you can go purchase it from them because it's not like it's high dollar shit either. So this is the start, the low budget 72 Sprint El Camino build, and I'm not fucking around with this. We got a short amount of time off at MPK, so this car, we will be building this car and have this car done in the next 4 weeks. I'm out.